Welcome back. The no's have it. California Governor Gavin Newsom keeping his job after he is declared the winner in the recall election in California. Here's what his opponent, Larry Elder, had to say.
My opponent, Governor Gavin Newsom, come on, let's be gracious in defeat. We may have lost the battle, but we are going to win the war. We are forcing them now to pay attention to the things they should have paid attention to 2 years ago.
Joining me right now is civil rights attorney, talk radio host, and Fox News contributor Leo Terrell. Leo, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Give us your assessment of the California race.
Maria, first of all, glad to be on your shows. I'm very excited to do so. First of all, let me just give you 3 reasons. Democrats had big money. They basically were able to change the narrative and focus and try to demonize Larry Elder, and also the party registration. This is a blue state, and notwithstanding the deep blue state, they were able to basically deflect the issues of the homelessness, the crisis as far as crime, and the problems with the wildfires in this state, and basically try to portray Larry Elder as a white supremacist with a black face. Ridiculous strategy, but it worked. And that's how Newsom stayed in office. This state is in trouble, Maria.
That is so sick, Leo, especially since just a week ago, we watched video of Larry Elder nearly get egged by a white woman in a gorilla mask. I mean, how sick is this, okay? And this whole commentary from the mainstream media about this country being systemic racist. And here you have a white woman in a gorilla mask throwing eggs at Larry Elder and punching his security guard in the face, Leo. The video of that is just over the top, and it's just shameful that the only way you'll see that story is on Fox.
It's horrific. This is the only place you'll see it because, you see, Larry Elder doesn't fit the Democratic narrative, Maria, because apparently all Republicans have to be white. Larry Elder is a black conservative Republican. I'm a conservative, and yet they try to demonize him because he doesn't fit the Democratic narrative. They assume that every black has to be a Democrat, and you reject that argument. Black Americans want school choice. They want low crime. They want low taxes. They want a safe environment, and the Democratic playbook is just more spending, and Gavin Newsom survived. He was wounded, Maria, the golden boy of Nancy Pelosi. Gavin Newsom survived because all the big heavyweight Democrats, George Soros, $1 million, the teachers union, they kept him in office because he is their Democratic golden boy.
Yeah, let me bring in Vivek here, joining us all morning this morning. Go ahead, Vivek.
Yeah, look, I think Leo makes a great point. Actually, one of the things that's worth noting in these results is that even though Newsom won by approximately the same percentage of the electorate as he got in 2018, the composition changed. His support from minority communities, both from the black community and from the Hispanic voter base, actually went down. So I think that's a sign in the direction of what Leo commented upon. But I think the real travesty at the end of this, Maria, is he ran his campaign in hard blue California against Trumpism, against Donald Trump, against Larry Elder being a successor to Donald Trump. The shame of all of it is he didn't actually win on his policies, and yet he's now taking this as a vindication of his failed policies on issues ranging from COVID-19 to crime to health. And I think that to the wildfires in California. And I think that that's actually going to be the shame in all of this, is it is a false vindication of a set of failed policies in a state that is a hard blue state. And the fact that Elder got as much support as he did is actually a good condemnation of Gavin Newsom's policies in the first place. Let's not miss that fact.
That is a really important fact. Leo, look, the issues are only worsening here with homelessness, crime, particularly in California, if not the entire country. And yet the Democrats are changing the rules. Nancy Pelosi changed the rules so that she can get this $3.5 trillion package through. They've got more money spent on the EPA, 22% increase in Biden's budget on the EPA, and a decline in spending on defense, no increased spending on Homeland Security, even as our adversaries are rising and the situation in terms of national security is getting worse.
You're absolutely correct. And this is the left-wing, progressive left agenda. Nancy Pelosi is beholden by the character you had on in the previous segment, AOC. But I'll sit here and tell you right now on your program, Nancy Pelosi's days are numbered. Maria, there's going to be a tsunami in 2022. She's going to be retired in 2022 as a speaker because the American public, the national American public from East Coast, West Coast, they reject this progressive spending. It's out of control, and especially in this state where Gavin Newsom did everything to buy off voters, even provided them with a stimulus check of $600 right before the recall election. It's ridiculous and shameful.
Unbelievable. So real quick, you say that they're going to see a change in 2022. I mean, you would think they can't win on policy. So you're expecting a free and fair election in 2022. Now a total of 18 states, Leo, have actually come up with new voting laws and regulations to try to clean things up from the mail-in ballot fiasco.
The mail-in ballot is a fiasco. It's election integrity. 22 million ballots sent out to registered voters. And Maria, in this particular election, there were 300 unopened ballots in a car of a suspect with a gun and drugs, and no one knows about this guy at all. We still don't know who he is. Wow. But he had 300 unopened recall ballots.
Unbelievable. Leo, thanks very much for being here this morning. We so appreciate it. It's good to see you. Come back soon.